Welcome to Nerdldd, the biggest news in nerd world.
This week.
Alright, we're back. Okay. Movie news.
This week.
Suicide Squad. Yes. But we all knew that it was coming. It's the next movie after Dawn of Justice, and the rumors going around the cast have included Ryan Gosling. We don't know for who or if at all, but still exciting nonetheless.
Then we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which continue Harry Potter forever, and it'll be great. But it'll be at least a trilogy.
Yeah.
Which at least is just promising anyway, because it's like a trilogy, great, but it just leaves it open, which is the best.
Zack Snyder has been confirmed for a 2-part Justice League movie. I think the jury's out on whether people like him or not for the DC universe. It was yays and nays both for Man of Steel, so we'll see how Dawn of Justice turns out, and we'll see if Justice League is going to be great. I have faith.
We finally have a DC lineup for their movies for the next 5 years of our life, which is fantastic. I'm happy to spend 5 years of my life. So 2016 is when we have Dawn of Justice, Batman vs. Superman, and immediately after, in that year, it'll be Suicide Squad. So to that year.
In 2017, we have 2 movies confirmed. We have Wonder Woman and Justice League Part 1. Yeah!
And then 2018, it kicks off with The Flash, which Ezra Miller has been cast. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't know. It's completely different from the series, version, but it could be cool. And then we have Aquaman cast as Jason Momoa, which I'm super stoked about. It's not like the surfer thing that I was picturing, but people were talking about with the blonde look, but I'm Pacific Islander, Aquaman, great.
And you get more of Drogo because he died so quickly. In 2019, we have Shazam, and it's going to have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing Black Adam. 2019 also has Justice League Part 2. Those are all the movies that are in the lineup, but there are some other movies being worked on in, succession, I guess. Cyborg is one of them. Green Lantern is getting rebooted, thank God. And there's going to be standalone Batman and Supermans. We don't know what they're called or when they're going to be, but they're happening.
Ewan McGregor has supposedly been talked about for Doctor Strange, which is an interesting cast, and really any news at this point, the movies are popping off and everything's great. It's just
I love you, man.
So intense. Big fish.
I cry every time.
The Russo brothers are confirmed to be directing Avengers 3 and 4.
Oh my god, there's so many Avengers.
Which everything's great.
Yes. And even greater news, the biggest news that I think happened this week, Robert Downey Jr. has been signed for Captain America 3, which will feature the Civil War storyline. For those of you unfamiliar with the Civil War storyline, there has been I guess this is after everything, after all the preceding movies, and there's now a superhero registration act, where everybody who's a superhero has to register under the government, and Tony Stark is all for it, and Captain America is not. So we have a battle between ideas and a battle between superheroes, which will be great. In TV world,
this week,
Mondays we have Gotham. It's episode 4, and I'm still really, really stoked on it. I don't have a problem with it. I know the reviews are up and down, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see how the season plans out.
Tuesdays there's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and more sadness. I will continue to be sad about Fitzsimmons, and we're getting back into it. The last season ended, you get more of Ward, you get more of everyone, and it's we're getting this whole Hydra thing. We're still getting used to it with the series, so it's cool.
The Flash had another episode, and the Flash fights a multiplying guy. He is still coming into his own as a superhero. But that's not the important part of that episode. Harrison Wells stands up out of his wheelchair again and kills man, and hints more that he's from the future, more so than he did last time. It seems like his role is to protect Barry and help him become the Flash for either a good reason or a bad reason. We have no idea.
Wednesdays there's American Horror Story, which continues to be horrifying, and Twisty will haunt me forever. And you get a little more into the characters, a little more into the freak show, all their different aspects of that. But Twisty, his mask came off. I saw his mouth this week. was awful. That's pretty much all I've got for that. Like, I'll never forget it.
Arrow episode 2, oh, I always forget that it's so sad. It's still sad, more sad. The episode is titled Sarah, so you already know off the bat that it's gonna be sad. You get some more past development with Oliver. He's in Hong Kong, and you realize that Tommy is there too, looking for him. So we get to see Tommy Merlin again, even though it's just in flashback form, and we find out where Thea has been at the very end of the episode. George is also bummed that we're not going to be able to use the Lazarus Pit for Sarah because she's been dead too long and they buried her.
Come on. I mean, you had a loophole and you fucked up. Sunday was the Walking Dead premiere, which was freaking awesome. Like, it was so good, and it was everything that I wanted. So kick-ass. Carol came back in. There was a Daryl Karen reunion, and oh, it was so beautiful and amazing. And God, I love all of them.
And if you're watching The Walking Dead, you should also watch The Talking Dead because Chris Hardwick is thebomb.com. American Horror Story got renewed for season 5. Everybody knew that was coming. Still no word on if Jessica Lange is going to come back. She said she wasn't, but who knows at this point. In other news,
This week,
Constantine is going to air on Friday, the 24th, and there have been rumors and theories going around that it could include Swamp Thing and Zatanna, although I don't know how. I haven't read a Constantine comic. I'm not really sure about anything about it other than that he's kind of an exorcist.
Resident Evil will be adapted for a TV series, which I'm super stoked about. I freaking love that entire series. It gets crazy, and a TV series, I'll continue with it forever. And Mila Jovovich will be back for it, which is, it wouldn't be the same without her, so awesome.
And that's all we got.
This week.
Shout out to Geek Tyrant again. Buy a shirt, or I don't know, if you go to cons, they probably give them out. They're pretty rad. They're American Apparel, so they're super soft. They're awesome, as always. Check out their blog, read their posts, like them on Facebook. See you guys next week.